Hey, hey, hey. Good morning to all the single mothers. Good morning to all the single dads. Good morning to all the parents together trying to put up the good fight of keeping our children in line. Good morning to all the grandparents. Thanks for all the work that you have put in with our children. Now, this lady, Auntie Donna, if I love her one more time, I fall over. She's a living, breathing earth angel. And even though some of her recipients don't deserve her time, God bless her and may she and her family cup always overflow. Now, this young man, Ricardo Irons, touched my heart deeply. He's an example of the typical kind of young man I always talk about. He been through so much. Oh gosh. He been through so much battering and abuse growing up. He was treated like he's not human with feelings. Where is the love? You know how hard it is to grow up loving yourself enough to be strong in a world where no one is loving and caring for you. You only have yourself to depend on. There is no one wondering if you are okay. No one worried about you. And you know this. You have to be watching everything you do because no one got your back. Your childhood into adulthood has always been a fight. That is a lot of pressure, I swear. If you even go missing or dead, there's no one looking for you. Imagine the loneliness you feel in this world. It takes a special kind of person to go through stuff like this and come out with a real good character, good attitude towards life. I say it all the time, this society needs to show more love to our children. Not just your own, your neighbor's kids and the kids you meet every day. Start treating them with love and compassion from an early age. Remember, children never asked to be born, and woe be unto us when these same children we treat like crap grow up, because we seem to forget children do grow up. And whatever they put out into society is the same thing that we give to them, what we taught them, what they see us doing, the treatments that they see us meeting out. The only thing is that they will be even more ruthless. Think of all those pent up hunger and hurt that they have inside. You think that they are going to have a heart, they are going to care. They are not, because nobody cared about them. They had no avenues to cry to. What do you think you're going to get? You can't plant peas and expect to get corn. Whatever we sow into them from early, that we're going to reap, and this is a very major problem right now. Take a look at the kind of society we're living in right now. All the crimes and heartless violences and so on. I think things like these are some of the main reasons why society is in the state it is in. We need to do better. Start now. How we've been treating our children I, is the main. That the society is in the state that it is in. How we've been treating our youths from they are young. Some act on it, and some grow despite of it and use the experience to make them stronger. Now look at all that life has handed to Ricardo Irons and listen to the hope he has, his ambition and the drive he has to live and build a better life for himself. I will be watching Auntie Donna program keenly because I know he's going to make Auntie Donna and Jamaica and all the donors proud. He is going to be an example of a youth that despite all the odds, all the bad treatment, all the ill-treatment from he was growing up until now, show you how he can strive above all this. Now look at this. After he had received the 20,000 from Auntie Donna, he came back in a few days, with all the goods he bought for $20,000 to sell back, to show that he never even buy anything for himself, because he could have run go buy one jeans, one pants, two shirts and rare or go drink with him friends them and so on, to show that this child, he only wanted a start. He wanted someone to believe in him. He really needed just help. I tell you, I see it all around. I see the treatment of children, and sometimes I wonder if our society don't really love and respect children. Not all people, a lot of people there here love children and so on, but some treatments that they receive on the road and even by parents who feel like say them is some little furniture where you buy put in their house, them not to talk, them not have opinion, them not somebody. It is too common in our society, and when you treat them like that, the end result is a society in chaos as it is in right now. Don't you think a few years ago, these guys that are out there, and girls too, but these guys that are out there doing the crime and so on, they were kids, They never did just jump up and just be bad, They were kids just the other day. You understand? If you notice, like, even when you hear that the police take down 3 gunmen or whatever, check the ages. These youths are like ages like 16, 18, 19, 21, 24. You hardly find police taking down any gunman or any major crime and them hold on to guys with guns, and any of them hardly past 24 or 25. Them all basically teenagers in the age group from 16 to 24, 25. If you, I would say like probably chances are if you find 10% of them might be older than that. But most of them is that like, where did they get this hate and anger from? Yeah, that is the thing. You understand me? Even I myself, as a big woman right now, and a mother, I remember when I was younger, and you have older folks, and you see if you maybe have done something, but you see the story that they tell your parent or your grandparent. I got my grandparent, and the story that the older people go and tell your grandparent or your guardian is not like that, Generally is nothing quite like that. They embellish a story, and then you as a child, they have this thing where you must be seen and not heard. Nobody is listening to you and saying that, and that is something that always hurt me, because I remember when I was in high school, and there was this friend of mine, and it's like this girl, she had one of her eye funny, but she was a girl with a good heart, very nice, very kind. I always like her. But in our school, you have groups, girls, the posh ones together, and then you have the other ones what they don't really hang out too much with them. But me, no, I was friends with everybody. So even though the posh group, to say, me and them were friends, and the ones them that not so posh, let me just put it that, not so posh or not so hype, I could use the hype, the nowadays term, I was friends with them too, because me has always been a person that does love people. For me, I love everyone until you give me a reason not to love you. You disrespect me or something, and then that's it. So I give people the benefit of the doubt. Of course, I don't be stupid. I know I understand what's going on around me. Anyway, I remember the teacher in the class was saying something, but you see the group that was in my class, they always bring presents to the teacher and so on. That was something that was really funny as well, and things. So them always so she more show attention to this group of girls, and even some of the boys too, and so on. But the ones them that seem little more less fortunate, she never really show a lot of interest in them. But me and this girl, the funny eye, me and her was like really friends. She was, that girl had the heart of gold and so on. Anyway, when the teacher is like marking the book, she don't even like mark that girl book really, because she mark the other people book. So them have them from long time favoritism there and so on. Anyway, one time she asked a question in class, and if the other side of the class with the Pasha girls asking asking question. There was no problem. The teacher would respond and interact. Now this girl get up in the class and ask the question, and she just say, "You stupid? Can't say I gotta sit down." And I just shut up in the class and say, "Miss, don't talk to her like that. I want her shooting up my eye," because right then and there, she not only make her feel small, but she make the other students feel more than her. So she said, "What you said?" I must come hold up my hand and take lick. I know teacher was allowed to strap you in school. And I said, "I'm not holding up my hand and take no lick because two wrong no make one right." So it was a maths teacher. That's why I'm okay with maths now, but I always hated maths because she determined that she wasn't going to teach me until I apologized. Anyway, it went so far as went up to the principal office because when her class teaching, I must go stand up outside. She don't want to teach me. So anyway, finally I went to the principal office. When I went to the principal office, the principal said I must apologize to her. And I said to the principal, I can't apologize to her unless she's apologizing to me too. And another fact I wanted her was to apologize to the girl, because I hate when people try to put down other people to make themselves look good. She didn't have to do that. The way she did it, she gave the other students more power to pick on her, because they were always picking on her and calling her names anyway, and so on. And because she was really less fortunate, because she have to get lunch from the canteen. Her grandmother that she lived with never have it, so it's like the school kind of knew that she was coming from a really poor home. So with the teacher saying that, it hurt me more, because it's like she give them more ammunition against this girl. So it really hurt me. And you know that the principal in the end said, well, she said she don't want in her class, and that's just it. She never did anything to say to the teacher, like, you're wrong, you should have did this or whatever. Both of you come to a mediation, something or the other. So you just squash it and I go back to class. That teacher decided throughout that term of school, she just never teach me. So there was another teacher there who, when certain math stuff I had, I would go to her. She was great. It's not all of them is the same. It's just that that teacher is one teacher that stand out all my life, because all my teachers, them, as I say, me always a loving person. Me not get trouble. Me's always the mommy at school, you understand? And things. So that's the name I always stuck with, that name, because from me I go to school, them I call me mommy. You understand? And even in my adult life, me's mommy for everybody, all when they older than me. But with that now, I know how hurtful life can be. Imagine that girl now. Eventually, when I went back to school the next term, like after we went on break, I will go back to start the night. I never saw that girl again. I hope her life went well, but I just never saw her again. And these are things I don't know what was the reason why she never come back, and if they're hurt and she just always feeling like nobody at school, why she didn't come back. And I wish I was old enough to make a difference and do something about it, but I couldn't, And things like these is what I'll see, and I know that you have, even different from school, you have parents talking to them children, and they talk down to them. You understand? Adults tell lie on children. I get beaten. Adults tell lie on me and I get beaten. My grandmother was a beater 24/7 person. And anytime, like my friend just say, I go and make miss beat you. And they would just go to her and just say something. And she never really asked no question. Or, you understand? My grandmother was always beating. So she always just try to just stay inside or just do what she say and so on. But I know adults lie. And when they tell lie on you, you're not getting no chance to defend yourself because you're a child. We need to take away that myth, because sometimes things happen and you have to ask the child, did it go like that? You understand? And don't make them feel like, say, when them tell you the truth, you're going to beat them or you're going to kill them or whatever. There's many other punishment in this modern age you can give children without making them feel like somebody going to come and say something bad and they're going to get beaten. We need to move away from stuff like that. And even out there in society, parents will be under. I see parents going on the road, them have them kids. And the child, like them have a picnic, walk up and down all along and so on, and the child not walking faster. You must have to come on, lick him them head, lick him them back, come on. And these kids are like some like a 3-4 year old, like, what is that? What is that? You know what I mean? It happened. I used to Jamaica. The Jamaica parenting system. Cause I go other places in the world and I don't see it like that. But we have this buffon way of treating our children. It can't be like that. Me not tell you, so they don't need punishment and all of them something there, you know. And yeah, alright. I will not tell you, so I never beat my kids. I stopped beating them a long time in terms of before they go into them teens. Because what happened is that we have an understanding. You see, when you do something, I try to let you know and understand where you went wrong and how I feel. And I say, listen to me, it's either it's going to be you're going to take your beating, or you're going to not get something or the other that you like, or something important in the house you're not going to be able to do, or you find ways. But I make sure them understand the reason why me and them have a problem. You understand? I try, because if a child getting buffing, you don't even know. If you go, you get buffing. If you don't go, you get buffing. If you stand up, you get buffing. If you get buffing till you don't even know if you're going to come. It can't be business as usual like that. Not to mention the one them like Ricardo Irons we grew up where his mother died, and then he lived with his father and stepmother. We feel like so she can take stone, lick him, bust out him, teeth out of him head, not really care about him, and ill treat him, abuse him and so on. Another thing too, you see fathers, you see even when the woman break up, let me tell you this, lay the carpet early with any woman that one is with. Make them know, say, listen, my children is important to me. I want to deal with my children them right. Show empathy and how much you love your children. You understand? The love what you have for your woman and the love what you have for your children is two different things, you know. It's not a competition, you know. You understand? Spread it from the carpet from early, make she understand. Say, listen to me. You know me have my children them, you understand? But if you go in at it as a kind of careless man when I really care about your children too tough, and she realize, oh yeah, I can get to take him and control him and so on, cause guess what, I'm not in a competition, I can take time, squeeze them out and so on. That is what going to happen. Likewise, mothers, not for on the top put man over on the children. That is something that will never happen in my life, because when I had my kids I wanted them. Never will can happen. You understand? Mothers, make sure that you make it known how important your children are. It's two different love. You have to show attention and be there for them, and and another thing too, try stop every time when you meet a man. As when you meet the man there on the house and live up and sleep up on the house, and the children don't even get time to prepare for know if this man going to be in your life, and then Babs 2 is a different man that is there. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you even meet a man, you ain't go and do whatever and linger and itch and whatever you want to do outside of your home. You understand? Make your children them take time now, say, okay, mommy is seeing someone, you know, how them take time, and eventually you're sure that this is a relationship, because these things where people have in these days is not relationship, it's situationship. And you can't, situationships are things that happen very frequent. Today you're there, tomorrow you're not there. There's another one tomorrow, you're not there with that one, the next week, next. You don't bring those things in front of children. You understand? Because children live what them learn. It's not hard for the man stay with him there, or want to link up or whatever, and something if you don't have love and respect for the children. Okay, so for example, one of them where you have to have a man in your house and so on. If you do that, have respect for your children. Don't make it feel like, say, the man is priority over your children, and don't make it seem like your children is priority over the man. Depends on the relationship that is there. I have to balance You have to try and listen to what your child say and advise, because you want to make sure say him know say if him cross the borderline with your children, you will know, and you would like it's important to you that everybody get on. You understand? And if to me, I feel like if it come down to you have to choose. Better your man there's somewhere else, and your children there's somewhere else, because guess what happened? Your children will always be your children. You can't tell people how to really live them life, organize them life, but we need to be there for our children more and love our children more. You understand? That is the number one thing. I can't emphasize this enough, because children will know say, you know, him growing a love, and he will know how to give back love if you show him love. You understand? Remember say, say children, if you have 10 pitney, a 10 different kind of pitney you have, because every child is different, and it takes time to understand the different ways to reach them. You have them. You understand? You have to find a way and make sure you can reach them, show them love, make them understand you. Have times where you and them sit down and talk, and you explain yourself and so on. But you know what? As a society and a whole, do better for our children, because if at this time the society is in this state, God knows what is going to happen. The next generation rolling is going to be anarchy, and I ask Christ. So what we can change now, we change. The kids them we have around, we try and make sure say you push the love, you push the empathy. You understand? You try to reach them emotionally. Always remember that. So do the best. Just do the best you can. It will make a difference in the society. So that's me for now. Bye.